I forgot about this. THX. Goodness. That's like a name. Namco. Project Soul. Was this the first one to be called Project Soul? Ugh. Bye-bye eyeball swords. It's a shame that combo isn't in. Soulcalibur inside of Soul Edge as one super huge sword. The base graphics are so improved for this one. New guy. Familiar faces. New girl. Oh yeah, this was the introduction for her as well, wasn't it? Ooh. They don't look like father-daughter, do they? Maybe she's adopted. Is this the one where he becomes a vampire? No guest characters for this one, but it didn't need it. It's an amazing cast already. Yeah. Terminator Knight. Alright, cool.
Soulcalibur III.
Now get ready to never see any of those characters ever again.
Welcome to the new stage of history.
Okay. 20-minute context time. So when my PlayStation 2 finally got to the point that it just couldn't be bothered anymore, I had already gotten a PS3, but there were still 3 games that I was playing on my PS2 up until the point that I just could not play PS2 games anymore. Those 3 games were Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3, the original Star Wars Battlefront 2, and Soulcalibur III. And there were a lot of reasons why. Soulcalibur III was and remains my favorite Soulcalibur game. At least based on a memory of amount of time spent enjoying the game. But the primary reason I loved this game, more than any of the others, was the campaign mode, which is what this series is about. I may do videos on other aspects of this game at some point, character creation. I don't know yet, it depends, but the primary thing I wanted to do, once I heard this game was getting a re-release, I wanted to do campaign mode. It's been so long since I've done that. Hello, this is Benjamin T. Collier with a hindsight update of what to expect from this series, now that I've completed the story for Chronicles of the Sword. That is standard with long Let's Plays like this, that I would try to keep the videos between 20 to 30 minutes, depending on how long missions take and where it seems like a good place to cut. With the exception of this pilot episode, because as is typical with pilot episodes, I wanted to give you guys an idea of everything to look forward to, all in the first video, but then try and keep it shorter after that. And I knew that there is a total of 20 Chronicles for Chronicles of the Sword, so I figured, well, that's 20 episodes. It did not work out that way. Some of these Chronicles took me way longer than half an hour, and will, in all likelihood, have to be divided across multiple videos. But also, that's just the actual missions part of it. There is also character creation. And I spend a lot of time in character creation. And I recognize that some people may be here for just the one thing or the other, not both. So what I'm planning to do is, whenever I've got a large segment of a character creation, I'm going to post those as separate videos from the ones where I'm actually doing the mission. I'm gonna do my best to give indications in both the titles and the thumbnails as far as which videos are going to be focused on character creation and which will be focused on the missions. They will be part of the same playlist, because that's the chronological order in which I did things, and also because before you can actually get to character creation, you have to go through the introduction of the Chronicle. And another thing to note, I do like to give my Christian viewers an idea of if there's any content of concern at the beginning of a series. And most accurate thing I can say about this one is I'm not sure. I was okay playing through it. I guess I would say be aware that it's a very cultural game, with lots of references to elements from the various cultures. Like, you might run into names or images that you might not be comfortable with if you have certain spiritual sensitivities. What I can say is that, as someone with a lot of sensitivities myself, there was never a point in this game where I felt like, oh, I have to stop playing this game. But also, admittedly, that could be a bias based on familiarity, because I spent a lot of my youth with this game. And to try and keep this video under an hour, that's all I can really talk about here. For a more detailed breakdown of things, check the description below. there's any other notes I may have put there. And one other thing I'll ask people to keep in mind is there's a reason that I don't generally do Let's Plays of fighting games, and that reason is because I suck. I am that guy who just finds one workable move and spams that the entire time. So if you're here looking for like pro gamer fighting game skills, you're not gonna find that. I'm here mainly for the character creation and the like field strategy. And as I said, this is just my favorite Soulcalibur game of all time. Just really been looking forward to playing this again. What you may get instead is a sense of, oh, well, if this guy can manage to beat this game with just the right combination of move sets and weapons and a lot of patience, then surely anybody can. Okay, I want to check this. Just to get a quick idea of how many character slots there are. I'm guessing there won't be more than 10. I think back in the day it was just 10 character slots per memory cartridge. And there was only 2 memory cartridge slots. So with 2 memory cards I could have up to 20 characters saved. But there's probably just a default 1 here. Color edit. Characters 3. They're only allowing 3 custom characters. Yeah, so if that's the case, I clearly won't be, like, I won't be doing custom character requests, if that's the case. Just like a fraction of what I always need to just for myself. Unless more slots get unlocked. Oh, there's a shop, isn't there? We can check there. Options would be good too. Oh yeah, I had a specific setup for this, didn't I? Or did I? Okay, I don't remember enough what all these things are. I'll just leave it at that for now. Can I actually do this, or is this just the old programming not having been updated? Okay.
Welcome.
Hello.
Are you looking for anything in particular?
I'm looking for more character slots. I don't remember what I buy from you, if anything. Artwork? No, that's not what I'm looking for. Oh, there's categories though. Okay. Battle Theater. 60,000. Okay. I think more things get added later. Open demos. Okay.
You don't seem to have enough money.
Oh, I'm gonna
Are
roll
you
this.
looking for anything in particular? Good speed to you. Please come again.
I probably will. Chronicles of the Sword. Actually, do I need to practice? Nah, I'll figure things out the hard way. New game. Create the main character in the story. In addition to the main character, you can create other characters especially for Chronicles of the Sword mode. The number of characters that can be created for this mode is the same as character creation mode. I guess they're not going to give me many slots then. Unfortunate. Anyways, I don't remember fully what the story was for Chronicles of the Sword. I'm thinking it's a mercenary group, and I've gotten into the habit of, for things like this, using characters from my own books, a few of whom are mercenaries, so it makes sense to go for them first. But what classes are available? Barbarian, Monk, Thief, Dancer, Saint, Ninja. Okay. There's more options than I thought. So more do get unlocked. This is what we start with. The first character that comes to mind is Baruda from Chronomancer, who was, by class, a barbarian. More civilized than most. But I'm also trying to remember what weapons each class starts with, and I believe this one starts with an iron sword, which is what Baruda uses. If I remember right, you level up classes as you play as those classes, and more fighting styles are unlocked as you level up those classes. But I gotta think about what we start with first. Monk is gonna start with a nunchuck. I think Thief starts with a knife and bomb combination. And I'm gonna want a ninja. But for main character, Bill Barbarian. Character, gender, and job cannot be changed once entered. Is this okay? Yes. I think you can delete characters to make new ones, which I will have to in order to get every class to maximum. Oh, I can just change entire outfit all at once. So one thing I remembered is that you don't directly choose your character's personality. Their personality is determined by what they're wearing. You may hear the background noises switching between like fire and water and wind and I think one of them was just rubble. And those two scales at the bottom underneath the character there. That's how you know what the personality is. So I'm gonna be a bit limited at first before I unlock more costume pieces. I did back in the day have a system figured out for like basically determining a personality based on underwear and stuff, and then just covering that with what I actually wanted them to wear. Might be able to do that here. So I'll start off with the barbarian look. Yeah. I'll start making adjustments. Now, tabs. Colors. Ah, face. Wait. Oh, there we go. Okay. I don't remember if beards were a thing. Don't think there were, actually. Might have to figure out some way of pretending a beard. Okay, so there's clearly more faces to unlock. Probably that one. So, yeah, you can determine age.
You are not worthy to challenge me. Don't get cocky. You are not worthy to challenge me.
I'm not hearing voices very well. I might have to make adjustments to in various volumes. So yeah, again, there's not a lot of options at first. Most of them will have to be unlocked. Long perm? Long straight, long perm. Probably that one. Chin. Scruffy beard. Okay. I guess that's the best we can do right now. Yeah, this was the first Soulcalibur game to allow for character creation, which was the primary reason I got excited. And of course, that's one thing that with each iteration they've been getting better at, is the character creation aspect. Worth noting though, this one has beard options. The later ones don't. Like there's some, but they're pre-made for each face. And they're all scruffy. Like you can't get a thick beard on the later games. So I'll see what I can get for... Because when I think Baruda's armor, the first thing that comes to mind is the steel armor from Skyrim. With some fur. Don't think we have anything like that. Oh, I can tilt you. Okay. Don't think I knew that. Chain armor, that's probably best. Yeah, that's another thing that's missing is fingerless gloves. There are some in Soulcalibur 6, but not that many. And nothing else like just straight up fingerless gloves. There's something else that comes with it. I think those actually style-wise. Better without shoulders. Maybe for now. Nothing? Yeah, I think that. Okay, that's probably the best. Oh, it's got a face. Oh, he's got no pants right now. Okay. Well then, yeah, stick with that for now at least. Oh, there's no underlegging options. Okay. Stick with pants. Leather pants. Maybe leather pants. Okay. Now, anything that looks better? Thieves belt. Yeah, another thing that disappeared with Soulcalibur 6, there used to be belts you could get with knives on them. And they looked really cool. They're just a simple way of emphasizing how violent your character is. Yeah, so it looks more classical, I think. Socks. Don't need no socks. Okay. Okay, colors. Hair... I'll go like... darker... It's supposed to be kind of a reddish brown. The description for Baruda's hair was, very specifically, a shade of reddish brown, somewhere between rusted steel and an old bloodstain. That might be my favorite description of a color that I've ever written. Actually picking it from a palette though, it's a bit tricky, but I think around there. Well, his eyebrows are throwing me off now, so... 3... Yeah. Chin. Same? Doesn't need to be darker there. Oops. Don't think I can get it much darker. I don't think I specified an eye color for him. When it comes to hair color, skin color, eye color, stuff like that, I've gotten into the habit of not being overly specific unless it's something that's notably relevant to the character or creating the right visual. like this specific way that I describe Baruda's hair color, there's a theme of aged violence. And that fit his introduction perfectly. That's an example of that being relevant, but I don't remember specifying an eye color because I don't think an eye color was relevant. So anything that I can be flexible on, I like my readers to be able to project more. Okay, I think I want this to be more grayed. Well, that makes it bright. Okay. So the color palette was different for this one, in that there isn't... normally you'd be pressing R1 and L1 to change the brightness / color saturation, but here everything is just in the one spot. But it seems like the upper half is muted, the lower half is more saturated with color, and the middle is just like as bright as you can get. So maybe if I still want a kind of steel look. I think that's adding color though. Go with that for now. Arms... is that the same? Because I don't want his outfit to be just gray. I'd probably darken his chainmail if I could, but I don't think that's an option. Okay, this I think I want to be brown. Too muted. About there, yeah. Probably black pants. Maybe a moderately darker tone and a bit browner at the same time. Okay. Lips. Oh, is this where I like do lipstick? Okay. I think it's fine as is. Eyes. That's a kind of cold blue steel. I think that works. Do I want his eyes browner though? Or even black? I think that's giving him a bit of a pop of color. I might need. Skin. But yeah, it's got kind of a tan look. I think that works. Voice man. Okay. I've not been paying attention to his how his personality's been changing. Name entry Baruda. Backspace. Oops. Bar. Okay. Baruda. Register, yes. I'm gonna play about with costume pieces briefly, just to get an idea of possible personality change options. But I am going to be limited until I unlock more. Yeah, I'm not seeing a button for just go back, like undo. So maybe save states is the best way for me to go back to what I have saved currently as far as the settings. Okay, hair doesn't change personality. Surprising. Aha. So unholy shoulders puts him in the negative. But still sun. So what does that personality sound like?
Get out of my sight.
Make sense? Okay. So, I don't think he had shoulders. Put that back. Now, can I get him into the moon? Aha! Yeah, what do you sound like now?
I shall take you on if it is your wish. I shall take you on if it is your wish.
Old
Are you
man?
ready for this? I shall take you on if it is your wish.
So, positive moon appears to be like super pacifist. Okay. That plus what else can I do? There we go. Okay. So this is negative and moon.
You thought you could beat me? You thought you could beat me?
Okay. So yeah, my guess is that positive and negative are like good and evil. Sun and moon are aggressive and passive. That's my guess. In which case, yeah, positive sun is the ideal for him, I think. So I'll load. There we go. And hopefully none of that messed up my reporting. And then I think character creation is done for now. Alright, finish. Finish editing and return to Chronicles of the Sword mode. Is this okay? Yes.
This is another tale of souls and swords. Once there existed on a great continent 3 countries: the Grandal Empire, the Kingdom of Dalkia, and the Haltese Republic. The Kingdom of Dalkia and the Haltese Republic waged a great war against one another for countless years. The Grandal Empire stayed out of the conflict, amassing their army quietly. In a time when King Chester, the great tactician and instigator of the war which later came to be known as the Mantis War, had not yet appeared in
Mantis
the annals
War.
of history. The key figure in the war was a mere cadet of the Grandal army.
That me? The Art of War. So I think this is like the tutorial stage. 2 opposing the swords of foreign origin, with no knowledge of their true powers. Man worshipped the swords as a symbol of wealth and authority. Nations destroyed each other over the swords, and countless wars have been waged. Blinds to reason or justice, once again man learns the art of war. And war never changes. And in time, he too will learn. Baruda! Are you listening? Baruda! Honestly, pull yourself together. General Jardo is already here. Is everyone here? Alright then, I'm going to teach you baby birds what it means to be a commander. Those who command on the battlefield must issue a variety of instructions to their forces. Battle, your lives are on the line. Mistaken command could lead to the annihilation of your forces. You carry the lives of your companions on your shoulders. Don't take this lightly. In Chronicles of the Sword mode, the objective is to take over enemy strongholds while fighting enemy units encountered on the field map. Give orders to allied units and use them to advance on the enemy stronghold. Understood. Conditions for victory. If the conditions for victory in a particular chronicle include taking over the enemy's main stronghold, then once that objective is completed, the player wins, regardless of whether all enemy units have been destroyed. So this was something. If I want to grind XP, I gotta make sure I beat everyone else before taking over the main post. On the other hand, if the conditions for victory includes defeat all enemy units, or defeat a specific unit, then capturing the enemy's main stronghold will not lead to victory. That went fast. However, once you have taken over the enemy's main stronghold, you can use it as a stronghold for your own units. Note that the conditions for victory vary in each chronicle. Conditions for defeat. Once you lose your main strongholds to the enemy or all your allied units are rendered incapacitated, you are defeated. You will be defeated if any one of the conditions for defeat are met. Note that the conditions for defeat will vary on each chronicle. Some will include special conditions. Occupy the main enemy stronghold. Okay. Select sortie members. He's not supposed to smile that much. Continue. Alright. Ah, I am given 2 slots. Okay. Information? Okay. Hey-yaw! Do I do that? Alright. So the question for me is, do I want to immediately make my second character? Or I'll hold off on that. He fights with a heavy lance? Yeah, I've done one long character introduction. I think I'll keep it there for now. Team up with in his sortie setting. Oh yeah! Sortie setting. Briefing menu, sortie shop, sortie. Selecting the initial positions of the units. Oh, sortie is begin. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't think I did unit classification like I wanted to. I actually forgot that was a thing until I saw the thing for it. Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. Which of these is our main base? In any case, I feel like I want... Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, Baruda looks... like, position number 2 looks closer to the action, so I'll do that. Sort of his members, is that okay? No, because let me... No, there still isn't an option to go back. Okay. Then yes. Alright, I'll start off by telling you about the different commands you can give your soldiers. Oh my goodness, that's all your information. Open the unit menu by placing their cursor on the unit and pressing the confirm button. Oh yeah, I have a cursor, don't I? Okay. Unit menu has the following functions. Move, battle, equip, fortify, close. Change weapons equipped by the unit. Okay. Command the unit to move. Enter battle mode while the unit is fighting on the field map. Oh yeah, that's if they're engaged on the map. Okay. Fortifies the stronghold where a unit is stationed. Okay. Strongholds and status information. There are several strongholds located throughout the map, each of them under allied or enemy control. You cannot pass through a stronghold that is under enemy control. In addition to holding off enemy advance, your strongholds can be used for various purposes, such as replenishing your unit's health, or as a holding zone for incapacitated units. Okay. The information displayed on the stronghold status are as follows. Stronghold stats, okay. Durability gauge. Once the gauge runs out, the stronghold will fall. Flag icon indicates whether the stronghold is under allied or enemy control. Okay. Flag with a sword on top indicates that it is the main stronghold. Unit stationed. Level indicates the level of the stronghold. Selecting units in strongholds. If a unit or units are stationed inside a stronghold, placing the cursor over that stronghold and pressing the confirm button will display all units stationed there. Select a unit you want to use and press the confirm button to be able to give orders to that unit. L1 and R1 to switch units. Alright. Theoretically, this would be like getting back on a bike. As I get into it, I should remember what I'm doing. Okay. Yep. So nobody's on the move yet. Oh, you're like out. Okay. Swords. Okay, so it's those crossing the swords behind the banner that indicate the main stronghold. So I believe what I want to do oh, actually, because this place can be attacked from two sides, but this one only from over here, I think actually I want to switch these guys around then and get Baruda over here. But not before moving him. Select move and move the cursor over the destination, press the confirm button. Each unit will move along a road drawn on the field map. Once the destination is confirmed, a unit will move to that destination following the route laid out by the cursor. You must give orders separately to each of your units. As such, quick thinking, the ability to give appropriate commands to each unit will be essential for your victory. Go. Yeah, I don't know how to like and make sure that they stop in the tower. Ugh. I wonder if there's a way to increase speed. Okay. Yeah, you overshot. Like, slightly. There we go. Okay, Baruda. Get you over here. Yeah, if it's in a corner, that makes it easier. Of course, it doesn't, like, automatically go further. Yeah, I think I wanted to make him a faster unit. Well, I can speed this up in editing. I actually don't remember if these guys ever go on the offensive, with it being the tutorial stage. Ooh, I have set this place on fire. How do I zoom in again? Ah, okay. Just want to see that fire up close.
Decisive battle.
Decisive battle! Okay, let's see if I can figure out controls. Button mapping for Soulcalibur is always a bit trickier for me because
Now two souls are fiercely entangled.
it's not the default controls,
This is your last chance to mend your ways.
but I can never quite remember what
Settle this.
my preferences are.
Final battle. Fight.
Oh, what? Yeah. Knockout. Well, that worked out.
Did the pain set in yet?
I noticed a green glow, and I don't know what that was. XP 10. Just get... Did I finish? Experience points and leveling up by defeating your enemies in battles on the field map or head-to-head. You can earn experience points. As you gain more experience points, your unit will develop and increase its level. Leveling up will increase your unit's parameters and be able to challenge more powerful enemies. Nice. Yay! This stronghold is now under our control. Did you notice, though, that your health was decreasing steadily while you were fighting? No? Some strongholds are equipped with such special effects. There are various effects you can use to your advantage during battles. Fortifying strongholds. If an allied unit is stationed inside a stronghold, you can select Fortify from the unit menu to increase the level of the stronghold. Raising the level of a stronghold will increase its durability against enemy attacks. However, fortifying strongholds requires gold. Note also that the highest level a stronghold can attain is 3. Your main stronghold cannot be fortified. Revival points. Your main stronghold, as well as allied strongholds at level 3, can be used as revival points. Revive points. An incapacitated unit with 0 health can go to a revive point and regain its health. Okay. Once the revive gauge on the screen becomes full, the unit will be stationed at the nearest revive point and will be active again. So, I remember that as a little thing, but something I appreciated and that I did not see in many games at the time, and even still, is that just the fact that I could fortify things in this game using gold, using like the primary currency of the game, gave me something still to spend in-game currency on after I had bought everything. And I don't see that very often in video games. Generally, once I've bought everything, like, there's nothing more for me to do with all this gold that the game continues to give me. So, like, it feels kind of pointless. But being able to just up every stronghold I get to maximum level, just for the heck of it, just to make Chronicles of the Sword slightly easier, weirdly satisfying. But anyways, I don't have the money for this. I don't believe. Fortify... Yeah, it's not even giving me the option. I probably don't have the money for it. Equip. Changing weapons. You can select equip to change your unit's weapons on the field map. Select the best weapon for each situation, increasing your advantage. Yeah, I've only got the one, so... XP. I need 300 to level up? Goodness. Okay. Yeah, that's the only option I got. Okay. Alright. Now... Excellent question. Back up. What level is this guy? Level 1 knight. Okay. Let's go fight this guy just because I don't know what he's gonna do once I start trying to get to these other places. When friendly and enemy units collide, they begin to skirmish on that spot and reduce each other's health. You can still issue orders to a unit that is engaged with the enemy. It's up to you whether that unit gets to really show what it can do. Field map conflict. When your unit encounters an enemy unit on the field map, they will begin to fight on the spot. Once fighting begins, both units will be unable to move until one of them disappears. One of us is gonna disappear. When your allied unit is fighting on the field map, you can select battle from the unit menu. Okay. If several allied and enemy units are fighting on the field map, selecting battle will enter you into a team battle. Ooh. Fun. Okay. So I am dropping his health faster than he's dropping mine. But yeah, I also do need the experience. Because although map navigation Is someone like riding a bike? The actual combat is not.
Two souls are fiercely entangled.
It's too late to cower in fear. I'm itching for a fight.
So I guess that green glow was poison then?
Fight.
That you'd mentioned? Yeah.
You picked the wrong person to fight.
You picked the wrong person to have chosen to fight you. Yeah. Okay. So, also... Okay. Yeah, you go over here now. Do I recover health by going back to main base or a level 3 base? Don't remember. And you... Might as well make yourself useful. Actually, are we sufficiently covered here? Maybe not. Because the guy in here could run out and escape back to over here. Doesn't look like he's going to, though. So... Siegfried's fighting style and Nightmare in Soulcalibur II.
Decisive battle.
Is one of my best fighting styles because of specific moves, but unfortunately the Iron Sword fighting style available to custom characters
Watched over by the Almighty Ones,
doesn't work quite the same.
their fury.
It's too late to cower in fear.
Ayo!
Final battle. Fight.
Oh, dealing with poison again. Ouch. Well, that's not a bad move. Oh yeah, poison. Okay.
I'll accept your challenge anytime.
Yeah, it's gonna take me a long time to level up. I forget what the highest level was. I feel like it's 99, but I don't think you need anywhere near that to actually complete the story. Enemy strongholds taken. Okay. Move. So... I think what I want to do then is go over and fight that guy.
Decisive battle.
I would normally do a pincer movement, but I'm also thinking about the fact that I do want to focus mostly on my own actual characters, what I'm planning on using long term.
A hero desires a sword, and a sword desires truth.
As opposed to
itching for a
Aeneas.
fight. Let's settle this.
Final battle. Fight.
Yeah. 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 Are you planning on turning around at any point? No? Okay.
This really wasn't a fair contest.
Didn't seem like it. Yeah. I mean, that also is a satisfying noise. The stronghold taken. Okay. So now we'll do a pincer movement now. You can head over. Oh, there you go. Battle. Oh, is this guy gonna get off his horse? That might be preferred.
Fate conspired to arrange their battle.
This is your last chance to mend your ways.
This is gonna be great!
A lady.
Final battle. Fight.
Forgot there were ladies in this army. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, jeez.
I'll accept your challenge anytime.
Yeah, that's the big problem. My primary move with Siegfried's fighting style is double tap forward and vertical attack. But with generic Iron Sword style, what you do instead is a leap that will sometimes overshoot the enemy, which can be a problem. Alright. I'm not concerned about health. Don't know if I should be. I mean, yes, it would be embarrassing to fail the tutorial stage. But if so, then I will have learned something. Hopefully. I appreciate the gradual fire as well. There's a lot about this mode that is weirdly satisfying for my strategic side.
Decisive battle.
That was a very long time ago that I first played this. I don't remember what my initial impression was. I think it took me some time to get used to how it worked.
Souls are fiercely entangled.
It's too late to cower in fear.
But once I figured it out, I loved it. Rapier? Okay.
Battle 1.
Job pirate. Yeah, that's one of the jobs you can unlock. Yeah. I'm forgetting to grab.
I'll accept your challenge anytime.
Let's find out what my grab is.
This is gonna be great.
Battle
Level 3.
2. Fight.
Might be in trouble. Ooh. Ooh.
I'll accept your challenge anytime.
Okay, I thought that was grab. I think I've gotten my L's and R's mixed up, which is embarrassingly common for me. Well, I believe that is tutorial complete. That's so satisfying. Enemy main stronghold has been taken. You've neutralized the enemy's main stronghold. Well done. With what you've learned so far, you baby bird should at least be able to fly a little on your own. Taught you all I have to teach you for now. This concludes your tactical training. Groovy. I unlocked face. Nice. 9 parts now available. Ooh. That's... I'm guessing that's a set. If it's 9 parts. Have a look. Units that have joined you. Nice. Oh, assessment. More than one perfect victory chronicle. Oh, there's like bonus points I can get. Okay. Next chronicle. So, oh, that's right. He was joining me. Okay. Lance. Yeah, I don't think my custom characters have access to the lance yet. So, is my progress saved? I assume so.